We're back again, Grappling Dads. Paul here.
John over here.
Alex. Pick a name.
Some random name. No one cares who's over here. You're the star, buddy.
That's right.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows it's because I'm the pretty one that can't grow a beard.
No.
Shameful.
It is. But man, do you look patchy with a beard.
It's
It's
awful.
not a good look. Feel sorry for
Get a fake one. Can you get Rogaine for the face?
you. We should check.
Is that a thing?
New sponsor idea.
I want stem cells injected into my face. Why? Beard, bro.
I want a beard, asshole.
Tired of looking like I'm 12. I'm 40 for fuck's sake.
You are. You're old.
I know.
You're almost as old as me.
Close. About a half year away.
Yep.
So, this episode, we're going to wing it, ad lib, if you will.
Yeah.
I forgot what we're talking about, though.
Jeez, come on, man.
I know. Right?
Life around jiu-jitsu.
Life around jiu-jitsu. So it's like work, life, kids, jiu-jitsu balance.
Yes.
Like, how do you figure all that out? And it's different for everybody.
I got it perfect right now. Good at this game.
Some people have real issues. I know about divorces over jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does, and it's sad, and it shouldn't happen.
Well, no. We've even got messages from listeners that are like, hey, should I go to class or out to dinner with my wife?
For sure class.
For sure class.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
But no, we've actually got a few few emails, flick chat stuff about just this topic.
Oh, it's crazy. It's funny.
It is.
How do you guys do it? Not very well.
So we have different views on it. We'll get into
for
that
sure.
later.
No, yeah, for sure.
First, do your thing, kid.
All right, we got Top Mount Apparel. You have something cool to read from them today.
Oh, I do. It was a fun thing I found on the Instagram.
Yes.
It was a post from Al. It was inspiring, if you will.
I know. It was kind of cool.
Al is start and or finish with that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Al is the son of the Top Mount universe. But check him out on, like he said, on Instagram, topmountapparel.com. Also, GD10 at checkout. Save yourself a few dollars. Paulie's currently wearing the Darson Donuts. It's much like Dunkin' Donuts, but different.
It confuses people when they say it. Like, what's Darce?
Yeah, it always gets the second look like, what the?
Like, I can show you if you want. They all decline.
Why do they decline? It's so friendly.
I should just
sharing an
not
art.
Explain it.
You're
at
just
all.
no. Let me share my art with you.
Give me your head a minute. Just
I'm once again wearing vintage.
Vintage GDs.
That's what I'm calling vintage GDs. It's worn out as fuck.
Yeah, it's getting old.
It's not
tattered.
It's mine. Man, but definitely check them out on Instagram. Proud White Belt. BJJ is also a great little thing that they're involved in. Then we have Tap Tape, who sent us a box full of shit.
Oh yeah.
We have
apparently they're rebranding a bit.
Yeah, a little bit it seems.
The tape is getting updated.
Yes,
He's now
Death
got
Grip too.
Rash guards.
Yes.
He's got
finger ice
condoms.
Finger condoms.
Yeah, only icy.
Have you tried them?
No,
I did.
Not yet.
I did.
It's funny you say that because I was going to.
Yeah.
I really was because I landed funny on my thumb. And I'm like, I'll go home and I'll use that.
Yeah.
But because they're so new, I came home,
forgot.
I took a shower, and I went to bed like I always do.
It's not the same. Well, I have that recurring jiu-jitsu finger I have here on my index finger. And but it feels good.
Nice.
I was very skeptical, I gotta be honest with you.
You got these and you're like, the hell is this?
What the fuck is this? Mike, what did you send me?
But alas, you dug it?
I actually dug it. It stayed, you know how they wouldn't stay on when they weren't, like it would just kind of fling off your finger?
Yeah, that's why I never use ice unless I got a bucket of ice and put
Yeah,
my whole hand
it's just super hard. Well, these things slip over your finger when it wasn't frozen. It's like, I'm just going to gel right back off your finger.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't do that when it's frozen. And it doesn't freeze completely. So it's not like a solid block. It moves with their finger enough, and it just wraps right around it. Stays right there. So, man, it's great for jiu-jitsu fingers. You could have the world's biggest hand if you put one on each finger after you hurt yourself.
I hear they keep on running out of tap tape on the Amazon.
Yeah, we need to find out why.
Well,
it's because we sell too much of it for them.
That's what I'm thinking. So it's like you win a game if you can actually...
Yeah, it's like a fucking lottery.
And apparently it does go to Canada. We have a listener from Canada that says, yeah, you got to wait a while, but you get it.
It takes a minute, but you get it. But no, we definitely support him, and it's a small company making big things, I think. And so trying to keep up with demand is probably a little tricky at times, and especially when he's doing his rebranding. So that's hard, because I've been through that. You have to keep stuff in stock that's old, and then you have to start getting new stock of the new shit, but you can't sell the new shit yet because the old shit's still there. It's tough. But anyways, keep trying. Maybe you'll win the lottery, get some tape. But no, it's great stuff. We'll post some pictures of the ice fingers. I'll probably do that tonight just for fun. And you guys can listen to this episode and go, oh, that's what he was talking about. Why did he take a picture with weird shit on his hands? That's why. But then we have Black Line Jiu Jitsu in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Do you have to clear your throat every 3 seconds? Or
I don't know what's wrong with me.
The fuck
I got a little allergy thing going on.
God
here.
Lord,
so
man.
I'm just going to keep on.
Yeah, he keeps fading away from the mic, people. It's really annoying. So we have video of that. That's great.
You should watch it. It's fun.
It's fun watching him move his mic every 3 seconds.
I
Not distracting.
I had to actually punch
where you smacked yourself in the face. We actually had someone go on and watch the video, and they're like, I usually just listen, but had to watch this to watch him hit himself in the face. It was good. It was good. But yeah, Chad Pomeroy is our head coach. We were there last night, and we'll be there again tomorrow. So come check it out. I have a kid in one of the classes. Shortly to have in the 2. Ellie's going to head back there pretty soon.
Nice.
When we can get her there. It's a little tricky. But yeah, we love the kids' classes. Have some great events coming up. Paulie's Purple Belt test will be the week of this airing.
Oh,
yeah, it's getting close, fucker. So
I hear Chad is planning devious shit for me. So
well, it's only devious because he doesn't know what to do with you.
Funny, he apparently he's telling people I'm gonna kill Paul. It's gonna be great. Nicely though, because I got to figure out what he can do with this. So he said something.
He also said he was gonna kill me, which he kind of did.
He said something in class. It was really funny. He's like, I gotta figure out how to kill Paul. And then Morgan says 10 burpees,
and it's over.
So I'm like, 1, rude. 2, she's not wrong.
Rude but accurate.
If you make me walk long enough, my knees are gonna give out.
Yeah, you'll just go down.
Yeah,
it'll be hard to do the
Pull
test.
Down.
Oh, I get to do some attacks on you for that shit.
It'll be easy, I hear.
Yeah.
Based on every test I've been to, I shouldn't be.
Oh, dude, I'm going to roll with you so late, and I'm just going to be the biggest asshole. I'm just going to ride knee on belly the whole time.
Like, I got lasties.
I'm right before Chad.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, but yeah, definitely come check us out. We do have a webpage, and also check out the Facebook page. Give us a follow there. Then we have Curler Gracie, who once again didn't want to contribute. He seems to be on vacation.
Backpacking in Europe. That sounds so boring.
Yeah. Sounds fucking terrible.
Jesus, who would...
At least the people he's with is kind of terrible.
Who would want to do that?
He's with Andrew. Who wants to hang out with Andrew?
Right. Apparently he just sleeps the whole time.
Yeah, apparently. Everywhere. Like the fucking beach in a rock nap.
He's got a collage of Andrew sleeping everywhere.
And then
check out his podcast, Just Jiu Jitsu Podcast. Apparently he was listening to his own podcast.
And fell asleep. See, we told you. It puts you to fucking sleep. We told you so, Andrew.
Shit.
That's what you get for listening to your own show. Oh, the whimsy. Okay, yeah, but check it out. Curler Gracie. Just type in Croy, and you'll find him.
It'll come up.
Yep.
Yeah, if you need a private lesson, a seminar, gym to train at, check him out.
Yeah, he's awesome. Ish.
I mean, he's okay.
Yeah, and also just big things coming. We have a big announcement, I do believe, next show.
Yeah, that'll work.
They'll be the week after your test.
Week after. Oh, we can talk about my test and the announcement. It'll be
yes,
great.
It'll be good and fun.
Funsies.
Don't freaking get on FlexChat and go, what's it about? So, we're part of the inner circle. What's it about?
That could be a private FlickChat thing.
No, I'm not fucking telling those bastards.
No, they gotta wait too, just like everybody else, just like the layman.
The layman, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll tell them.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, actually, maybe we'll see what they say.
I'm good. So, I see this thing from the John Donaher, if you will.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck are you talking about?
So I follow him on, because everybody else does. So I'm like part of the cool kids club.
I don't follow him at all.
Yeah,
I don't follow fucking anybody, bro.
Bored, bro. So anyway, he has this story that he wrote up a little thing, and it's short, but it gave me the idea of I'll use this during this show. I didn't know how I wanted to come about the work-life jiu-jitsu family balance. Because it's hard. It's not an easy show to do.
No, it's living the jiu-jitsu life. Yeah. It's not easy.
No, it can be.
Well, if you're a single male or female without any attachments, it's really easy to live that life.
A lot of it depends on your goals, too.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
Anyway, John Donaher writes about one of his students, and I thought it was a pretty decent thing about how far you can go if you start older, already have a family, already have a career, and you want to take it as far as you can go. And I thought it was good. So, without further ado, the amazing story of Doug. Oh, Jesus.
Don't even try, dude. Just move on.
Pelinkovic. Sure, we'll go with that.
Pelinkovic.
Well, that's not it. Often, I am asked the question, I started jiu-jitsu in my 30s. Can I get to a good level? I work a busy job and have a family. Can I get to a good level? I never competed. Can I get to a level where I can be competitive with champions? Doug Pella's something or other is one of
flexing them reading muscles again.
Yeah, well, you know what? I gave up on that one. Is one of my senior black belts. He never competed until last year. His first ever jiu-jitsu competition was the IBJJF World Championship Masters.
Interesting choice.
That's,
jumping in the deep end.
Right? It's like, I don't know how to swim. I'll just jump over here. It's fun. It'll be fine.
This looks like it has a lot of sharks here. I'm going to jump in here.
I see no potential problems. These guys probably don't even want to win. IBJJF World Championship Masters. He won gold in his weight division. That's pretty
legit.
Damn impressive.
Hell yeah.
This weekend, he went into his third ever competition at the IBJJF Pan American Games and won double gold. His weight division and open weight.
Jesus.
Holy balls. Almost all by submission.
Nice.
That is just damn
impressive.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
This despite being a highly successful real estate developer, not just like at my job, right? Not like you got like a 9 to 5. If you're a real estate developer, that comes with a lot of hours.
You would think.
I was a real estate investor where I flipped houses and managed some.
Quote unquote.
And even that's a lot of work.
Hell
I wasn't developing shit. I was rehabbing them and renting them. With his wife and 3 sons and one of the busiest people I know. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So you're a real estate developer. You have a wife, 3 sons, and
somehow you have time to do anything.
And sometimes you have not only time to train at all.
Yeah.
That's amazing all by itself.
Hell
but to start winning world championships and Pan American Games.
Dude.
Like, are you serious?
That's you and I jumping in there. Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
No way in hell.
All right.
I would die.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He did not start jiu-jitsu until his 30s. I don't have faith in many things, but one thing in which I have unshakable faith in is the ability of hardworking, highly motivated people with a plan and the discipline to stick with it and the wisdom to modify it if necessary to achieve an extraordinary level of skill and achievement in their domain. That's true enough.
Yes.
We're all busy, right? So I work 55 to 60 hours a week. We do the podcast. We train a few times a week. Plus, we got the kids. The wife, right?
Oh, yeah.
But if I'm super honest with myself, I have downtime, right?
Oh, yeah. You could.
I try to get my 7 hours of sleep a night so I could, because I get up pretty early.
Yeah.
But I can cut an hour back. On the weekends, I train one day, but for a couple hours, and then
nothing major.
But we have time to do other stuff. So even though we're busy, we have a lot going on. Like I could make time. So I think a lot of people use it as a crutch. We're like, no, I'm just busy.
Well, see, yeah. But then there's people like me that are different. The whole.
Well, I mean,
thing.
I'm talking like if you have goals, like if you wanted to do something like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you had goals.
Yeah, we don't. Like, I'm not saying we're wrong.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm just saying that we're busy.
Yeah.
But we're like...
There is time there.
Maybe above average busy, 2 kids, 3 kids, full-time jobs and all that kind of fun stuff. But, yeah, we
could cut out time.
We could cut out time if we wanted to, if we had these kinds of goals. All right.
Which we don't.
Mr. Pelinkovic, sure, is a great inspiration to all of us with this remarkable achievement over the weekend. A lesson to all of us as to what is possible when we stop telling ourselves why we can't do something and start telling ourselves why we can. Double gold in one of the toughest tournaments of the Jiu Jitsu calendar year in just his third ever competition. And best of all, where was he this morning at 6 a.m. after his big double victory? On his way to the basement for the morning class to help the ADCC team get ready. And where will he be tonight after a long day of work in the office, on the mat with me at his Bronx Jiu Jitsu school for the late night workout? Extraordinary work ethic creates extraordinary results. Thank you for the inspiration, Mr. Doug.
Doug. We're on a first name basis.
Yeah, I like
because
Doug.
we can't say his last name.
Go Doug. So 1, super proud of Doug.
Yeah, it's sweet.
2, if you have those kind of goals and you have a family that's supportive, excellent.
Yay!
Excellent, right? So you can definitely go down the path of, I'm not sure if you could actually win double gold and that kind of stuff without a Danaher in your pocket.
Yeah, that's you had to learn from some and have a pretty good, outlet with him. Be able to use him a lot.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many of Danaher's students do poorly. He has a pretty good system of things.
Yes, he does.
Yep. But that being said, you still got to put in the work. You still got to put in the effort, the time, the dedication. Not only that, but helping out your fellow teammates.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big deal. But for me, if I had those aspirations and goals, now I might be able to carve out some more time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much it'd matter. Because the amount of time I could carve out.
Especially you. Like, you really don't have any time. I mean, I have less because I have a third kid that's much more needy of attention.
She's a bit younger, yeah.
Yeah, she's 4. She's going to be 5 soon.
Nice.
By the way. Yeah, dude, totally new world. She can now get a job. So
you can exploit her.
Yeah.
Finally.
And it's fine. She's going to be making tennis shoes in no time.
Excellent. We're going to start her out with doilies and then tennis shoes. That's the upgrade.
It's where the money is.
I like it.
Fake Nikes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah,
And
I need to make
then
money.
Then I can pay for your jiu-jitsu career.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I can leave her even more.
I'm
not doing any of those things.
So one of my first coaches.
Yeah.
He was a self-proclaimed jiu-jitsu douchebag. And I'm not sure if that's what cost him his marriage, but he is divorced from that woman when he kind of grew up in the jiu-jitsu community.
Okay.
So,
isn't he multiple times divorced?
I don't know.
No,
Just
just
one.
one. Okay.
Yeah. Regardless, he was okay with it because he was like, "That's my life. This is what I want to be, and you can either be on board or not."
Okay, fair enough.
So, like, if you don't have a supportive spouse, that's going to be difficult.
Or you're like he said, a jiu-jitsu douchebag.
Yeah. So well, you have every right because it's your life, and,
yes,
and you can probably find the time to do that. Is your jiu-jitsu career worth all that sacrifice? Is it worth the time away from your family? Is it worth a divorce?
If your wife sucks, I mean, if she's terrible, I mean, why not?
I guess everybody's situation.
I mean, there's variables here, okay?
I wasn't coming at it at that angle, but you know what?
I want to give all the angles.
You bring up a valid point, sir.
Like, if you just have a woman at home that you can't stand, jiu-jitsu's a great mistress.
It's not like, hey, I got to go to class. They count on me to help them get ready for ADCC.
Yes, there's...
What will they do without me?
Bye. There's a minor Fuji tournament coming up. They need me.
I really like the Grappling Industries one, and it's like 6 months away, and I got to get to training.
I really do. Are you even competing? No,
but I'll be there for my teammates.
I have a T-shirt to wear while they're doing it.
Support?
We're helpful.
So, yeah, I guess it's a good way to get rid of that spouse.
It's a great mistress that you won't lose half your shit for.
Or will you?
Oh, shit, yes, you will.
Yeah, you're still losing half your shit.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all stuff you gotta think about. How much is it worth?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I would hate to miss out on too much of my kids' lives. Like, I'm not opposed to having a hobby, something that you do for fun.
Oh yeah.
Even something that you really love and have a passion for and do a lot. missing little kid time because you still have to live your own life.
Oh, yeah.
But at the season of your life that you're in with a child or children, like for me, it's more important to be around them than it is for me to focus on my own goals.
Yes, same here. My goals are for them now, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. And I think there's varying degrees of this. Like some people are all about, this is my life. I'm going to live it how I want. And
I can't do that.
And I can't do that personally.
No, I know there's a lot of people that can, though.
I have a hard time understanding that mindset.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't understand. I try to be sympathetic to it. I try to like seek first to understand, then to be understood. But that one, it just doesn't resonate.
It doesn't. It's selfish to me. Like to put your goals above someone else's like that. That's in your family. Now, my putting my goals above some douchebag I don't know, don't care.
Right.
But or like one of my buddies, and I'm just like, well, you don't want to do jiu-jitsu? Well, I do. A little different. But when it's your fucking family, you can have family goals. You can have your own personal goals, which you need. You need your own thing off to the side just to stay sane and be happy.
Yep.
But those goals need to coincide in some fashion, or at least go work parallel together.
Yeah, I think a lot of the misconception with jiu-jitsu is I was told when I first started, hey, if you're not going like 3-4 days a week, you're wasting your time.
And you get that feeling too when you first start for some and I'm sure it's the new person glasses that you have when you start something new. Everything's just so fast and running past you so fast, and you just see people. You see the same people every week, and you're like, man, they're here all the fucking time. No, I'm here the same time as you are, bro.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like that when you start. You're like, man, they got to be here all the time, or they're talking about a Saturday that they were there, or whatever.
Even if they are, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you and I have kids. We just can't. We can't. No. For our goals, we can't be there every day.
No.
We can do 2-3 days a week.
Yeah.
Pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that show up every single day. Like
yes.
we personally know people that train 5 and 6 days a week without fail.
Oh yeah, little beast mode.
And that's great for them.
Yeah.
But we can't like coincide our goals with somebody else's goals and what they can do.
Yeah, no.
Everybody's got to figure it out for themselves. And that might be for you. You can go 5 days a week. Maybe you have that lifestyle. You have that thing. Whatever you can do. You work less hours. Your wife's into it. Your kids do it as well.
Yep.
Maybe you're a coach. Hey, that works out great, right?
I have to be there.
Yeah. But yeah, if you have a wife that's not into it, kids that don't give a shit, good luck going all the time.
It's just not. Yeah, it's your family's got to come first. It's your family.
Yeah. When
your kids are only kids once too. By the way, like that's the other thing I don't get. As I see guys with kids, or you hear about it, and they're just like, "Yeah, I'm here every day." It's like, what the fuck? Where are your kids? Like. They don't have to be in jiu-jitsu, right? I'm fortunate because my kids do jiu-jitsu, but that's a piece that doesn't resonate, as you said, with me is the people that I see that I know have kids, and I'm like, how the fuck are you here this much? Now, given I don't know their outside life nearly as well, so I'm being judgmental. Yeah, that's me though. That's what I do.
Being very judgy.
That's what I do is judge.
Well, for me, it's different because I work so much.
Oh, God, dude, you're always at work.
Like, any jiu-jitsu I do is time away from family. Because I don't see them in the morning, and I get like a couple hours before it's their bedtime at night. So,
and a couple hours is literally it. Yeah. It's not, a couple hours, 4 or 5. No, it's literally 2 hours.
Yeah. So, if I want to spend like all day Saturday training, and now we do the team training, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even if it's in Elkhart, and we travel an hour and a half there, we train for a couple hours, an hour and a half back. It's half a day.
Yeah,
and that's a lot. It's a big deal to miss half a day out with my family. But I'm not doing it every single weekend. I'm not doing it Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
but that's the life I guess I choose to live. So if I could train more, I would.
Yeah,
but I'm not willing to sacrifice any family time that I have now in order to do so.
Especially for you.
Yep. So I have to adjust my goals in my mind to be realistic for the amount of time I can train and dedicate to the sport.
Yeah, and for me, it's a little different vantage point because I do. My wife loves it. Probably loves it more than I do. I can't even stop. Woman's insane.
I think she might love it more than you.
Good Lord.
She's gonna start her own podcast pretty soon. It's going to be better than ours.
She makes fun of this one. I doubt it.
You guys are so stupid.
No, she loves the podcast, actually. She just doesn't listen to it. Weird. Awkward. And then 2 of my daughters do it. 2 of your daughters. But my third also do it. But my third would love to do it. It's just she's 4, almost 5, and her attention span's about nil.
Yeah, once they get to about 8, they can start to...
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. When my daughter started, they were pretty young, too, and they did okay. But the older they get, the better they do.
Yeah, the better they take on to things. And so for me, like, the only argument we have is who's driving to the gym. So, you know, if I have extra time, I just have to tell my wife I'm going there. You know, like, hey, me and Paul want to go on a Saturday around 4. We're going to go to the gym real quick, or we're going to come over here and roll around on the mats we have here next in the studio with us. And we can do that. My wife's just like, yeah, go ahead. But it also goes the other way.
Yeah. When she says
like,
she's going, it's like,
I'm going. It's like,
yes,
motherfucker,
ma'am.
I guess you are.
You're like, I called it first.
Well,
it's like calling shotgun.
I know.
Shotgun.
Oh,
You
fuck,
just know
I
what
was
that
second.
means.
Damn it. I don't get to go. But fuck her. She gets to go all the time.
Yeah, she's been instrumental in helping me get ready for my test.
Yes, she has. She's been awesome.
Yeah.
And I would have been there for you if I didn't have surgery.
Yeah, you were jacked up, though.
Yeah, that sucked.
You still kind of are.
A little bit.
That's the other thing with the whole work-life thing balance, right? Because if you have a job like mine,
yes,
where I'm walking around on cement floors all day, slinging steel and articulating my hands to change inserts and check parts and doing all this, microns bullshit that I do.
Yes.
I can't really afford
no.
to
Yeah, you can't.
So pushing myself to the limits every time I train would be disastrous.
Yeah, it's not an option.
I can't
Fuck
do that.
No.
Competing would be disastrous as well.
And comical.
Yeah. Not a good look. So that's another thing you got to think of. Like, what do you do for a living?
Yeah. Are you the only worker?
Yeah.
The only one working?
That's the other thing. Like, if I'm out of work, we're out of money.
Yeah, there's nobody working.
No. I got a nice, lovely stay-at-home wife, and she takes care of this stuff. And
she's got a full-time job of taking care of shit.
I take care of that. So if I get jacked up, with Houston, we have a problem.
Oh yeah.
So you got to think of the family dynamics as far as that goes too, like the income and all that kind of. Well, what if you get hurt?
There's a lot coming into, and why I think the reason why there's so much at play and why this is even a show topic is because you become so obsessed with jiu-jitsu. Once you get into it, there's so few people that I've had come in there like, yeah, it's cool, I'll come every once in a while. No, it's either you're fucking balls deep in it or you don't give a fuck.
It seems like if you make it past the first class and you decide to do it again, it means you're like, you found something in it that hooked you. If you make it past 30 days, like you're like you said, balls deep.
Yeah, you're just done. Yeah. You're stuck. It's what you're doing now.
And especially like with any hobby, it's like a new love. You get the whole butterflies, the endorphins are going. You're like, this is a whole new fun feeling. You get so jacked up and excited. You want to do it as much as possible.
Yeah.
To the detriment of all the other stuff in your
around
life.
you.
Yeah, because then you can't stop thinking about it at work and with your wife. I mean, even now, I'm 11 or whatever, 12 years in. I forget. Long time. It's still really all I want to talk about.
Yeah, it's all
much to my wife's chagrin because she's not into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So, and we can have certain conversations about it where she's really into it. She cares.
The more like the personal side of jiu-jitsu where you're talking about people she knows and shit like that.
I think she's as supportive as one could possibly be. While also not giving a shit about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, she supports the show.
Interested.
Well, and she supports the show. Like she's all about us, taking over half of her basement.
Yep. She's got every episode in.
Yeah, she's listened to every single one of these episodes.
Major support from her.
Even after we kicked her off the show.
I know. I think she was a little mad about that. I'm not
sure.
She's
brought it up a few times.
I didn't think you liked it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a thing.
It's not you, it's me.
We only had 2 chairs.
I love you, sweetie. Don't murder me.
Oh, she'll murder me. It's fine.
Murder him. He's good with it. But yeah, so I got lucky in the fact that she is as supportive as one could possibly be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
While not caring about jiu-jitsu. Not everybody feels the way Nicole feels. They just don't. They're
all they see is the time away. Yeah. They don't see the love and what the person gets out of it as much as Coley does.
Right.
And so they're the other way. Why the fuck are you gone all the time?
I think a big help with my wife was when Henry and Huron Gracie did some bully-proof stuff. And they did those videos where I think it was Austin. He got just jacked up at school.
Yeah.
They flew him out there. They gave him the week transformation.
Yeah, that was the first one that was in locker room.
Yeah, locker room.
Yeah, and you see mostly this kid just pummeling him from over top of.
And he actually turned out to be a United States Marine.
You saw that on that video.
I did. Oh, yeah. So I shared a video today about another kid that just got his ass kicked in the locker room. I'm like, God, I hate seeing
and the kid's just sitting there doing nothing to anyone, and this fucking bully just like, I'm just going to throw you around. Well, fuck you, dude. That's not a fight. You're just being an asshole.
Yeah. And the video that I think hooked Nicole or got her down the rabbit hole, I just sent it to her, was the young lady, I think in Alaska.
Yes.
They got lured to her friend's house and they jumped her.
Yep.
And the Gracies
flew her out.
Flew her whole family out, and then kind of dealt with that and helped that situation out and gave her a bunch of moves, tips, tricks. I mean, whatever they could
confidence,
do in
everything.
a short amount of time. But I sent that to Nicole, and she's like, "I'm sold. I want as soon as we can get our kids in it.
Yeah,
we're doing it." So we found Black Lion.
Yep.
And they took kids as young as 5, I think.
Yes.
And my youngest was 5, and we immediately signed them up. And luckily, my kids kind of took to it. They really seemed to enjoy it. And
they're good at it too.
And Nicole feels so much better as a mom sending the kids to school where those situations just happen, and at a very young age too.
Yes.
Like that video I shared today, I think they said he was 11 or 12.
If that, they were small.
Yeah.
Small.
I'm like, 12 max.
At max.
But he was kneeing a kid in the face, mounting him, and just teeing off, punching him in the head, then kneeing him in the face on the ground.
Because all this kid's doing is just covering up.
The kid is 100% a psychopath. To be able to do that to another kid
just keep doing
12?
Yeah, when a kid's not even fighting back. Because it's one thing when you see a fight start, adrenaline starts going, all that, and you get hit, and then you swing back. It's different because once you start to swing back and defend yourself, you're just part of the fight, and you're just throwing, and the other person's going to react to you throwing, and it's just a back and forth battle. That's what a fight is. But this bullshit with this psychopath, the kid literally does nothing aggressive at all. Just the kid's just teeing off on him. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, the kid that got beat up had no idea what to do. He didn't want to be any part of that fight.
No.
And so I clicked over to the news story on it because I wanted to figure out if something happened to the bully or, I just want to see how it ended up. They wouldn't even tell the mom what the punishment of the kid was. Like, eventually the police had to get involved.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
They arrested the kid, and the mom's trying to get the juvenile courts involved. Like, no, 10 days off, 10-day suspension isn't good enough.
Fuck no, not for that.
No. So
it's one thing to punch a kid and roll.
Right.
This kid literally was trying to injure him.
So this mom is like, so you're saying my kid's safety is only worth 10 days?
Yeah.
Really? But that's what the school system is. I mean...
Well, the school system gets kind of their hands tied a little bit, but now you wouldn't think so with a fucking video.
Yeah.
You literally have a video of this kid that's half his size just getting the shit kicked out of him because this kid wanted to be a fucking asshole.
Yeah. But unfortunately, this is just part of our society. This is just, unfortunately, what goes on in hundreds of thousands of schools all across our nation. So... Having the knowledge that our kids train jiu-jitsu, like, they're not aggressive kids.
No.
They're just not. They're not ones to start fights, and they're not ones to really get going because all of our kids are pretty goody two-shoes. They just want to kind of keep a clean slate, clean nose. Yeah. They don't want to get in trouble. For sure. But at least if that happened,
yes,
I feel better knowing that they're not going to let that.
No,
happen.
not that
they're
bad.
Go
not that
far.
bad.
Yeah.
No.
So, long story short, that's what got Nicole involved in the jiu-jitsu.
That was
lifestyle.
A minor tangent for us, by the way.
It was a long,
minor,
way roundabout way of saying that's how Nicole, my lovely wife, got involved in jiu-jitsu and likes it as much as she does, or tolerates it as much as she does.
Yeah, I think tolerate's the best word.
She has a love for the aspect that our kids do it. She wants our kids to continue to do it.
No, she enjoys that you do it too, though. She really does.
Yeah, she does care about because she knows
it makes you happy, and it's what you like to do. Yeah. She knows that. She's mentioned it. So
for me, I got super lucky compared to a lot of people.
So what would you consider me?
super lucky, super duper lucky.
Super duper lucky.
Yeah. Oh, if I could get Nicole to train, cherubs and angels would be singing.
Yeah, it'd
from
just
the
be
heavens.
amazing.
It'd be so
Fireworks
great.
and shit.
I know, it'd be great.
Never gonna happen.
No, I tried. So it's funny. Another tangent. Weird.
Never
I
happens.
tried to have her help me do my test. I'm like, just lay there and be a dummy.
Yeah.
And she did that, and she was wonderful about it. The fact that she would even be willing to do it,
Not bad.
I'm a fan.
Not bad.
But anytime I'm like going for a hook and I grab a hair or I just kind of like put a little pressure, like she didn't like any of that. I'm like, I don't know how to do it any lighter.
Yeah.
Like I can't, it's kind of like rolling with really tiny people. I'm getting pretty good at not putting my entire weight on it and kind of rolling to size weight ratio.
Yep.
I couldn't roll light enough or practice light enough, not even rolling with Nicole, because she just like, no, this is...
Well, it's a husband-wife thing, too.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching our kids roll.
Well, and I can't roll with my wife. We can now. We're better. But I still...
It was a real issue, wasn't it?
Fuck, dude.
I can't roll with your wife either. She kicks the shit out of me.
Fuck, dude. I always hurt her. She's always like, you rolling too hard. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I think that comes with the closeness, because my kids, right, they can roll savage mode. If they're rolling with a kid, if they roll with their friends, they just, I don't want to say fiddle fuck around. They're
they
trying.
Kind of fiddle fuck.
They're trying, but they're not giving it everything.
Yeah.
When my kids roll with kids they don't know, then they'll crank.
They crank it up. Oh yeah.
So I see it when they're cranked up, and it's a fight. It's a jiu-jitsu fight, and because some of those kids have been going there a long time, it's a very technical, good fight. But then they'll roll with each other, and they'll just like, I'm like, I want to show you something that you're missing when you're escaping or whatever. And then she's like, she's hurting me. She need me. She's poking me. And it's just like, are you serious?
I just watched you do this like, over there.
I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose it. So yeah, it's really tough when it's like siblings or husband and wife. Or, occasionally when it's a best friends thing, we're like, hey, let's roll. Where you go? You're using strength. I am not. You
are stupid. That's not a reenactment of me and Paul at all.
No, not even a little bit, as far as you know.
We're so dumb when we roll together. Oh God!
Are those two fish out of water fighting? Is that what kind of roll this is?
Because they look, they almost look angry. No, that's just Paul and Kip rolling.
It's fun, geez.
But yeah, but the funny thing is, I can roll my daughter, and I can teach her stuff, and she has zero issues with like hitting her, and,
nice.
Accidentally catching her with something. She's, yeah. I got to roll with her yesterday. Sweet. It was a lot of fun.
The other thing I was going to mention about the how we got lucky and not everybody else is, I've also heard of other people, not going to say any names on the show.
We will post bios of them now.
Where their significant other left them because they couldn't stand the fact that you're rolling with other women.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that more than once.
Yeah.
Someone. I've heard of it a few times. Yeah. I'm like, really?
So that's like an issue. You never know who you're going to roll with. I mean, there's a lot of ones and there's a lot of tens out there.
Yes.
And you're not dictating who you're going to roll with. So if your significant other has a problem with you rolling with the opposite sex, he might be a stud and look like our Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Or he might look like one of us.
No, not Justin.
But if you're the jealous type and you watch your wife roll with Justin,
yeah,
you're not going to have a good time watching that. So
the only
if you're jealous now that comes with like maturity and adult and understanding, like
or just doing it. Do it once and you'll realize how unsexual it is.
That's a big deal.
It is not sexual. It sucks.
Yeah. Once you do jiu-jitsu, you're like, oh yeah, okay,
yeah, you can do whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time I bring it up at work to laymen, if you will, that don't know what I'm talking about, they're like, you ever roll with girls? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they choked me and it sucked.
Is it hot? I'm like, no. Like, why?
Not
why
in the
would
fucking
that?
Slightest.
Well, you just got your bodies rubbing together. I'm like, dude, you're stupid.
Yeah,
like,
you are really fucking dumb.
I'm like, I tell you what, you come to class. I'm gonna throw a purple belt lady at you, and you see how hot that is.
Yeah, let's see how hot that is. She's pretty too, and she will fuck you up.
She's going to ruin your life.
She ruins everyone's
Yeah,
life.
I hope you don't have a stick shift because you're not going to be able to do the
Shift.
fingers on the way
Nope.
home.
She will fuck you up.
And at that point, I really wanted her to because those people.
I just want to sick Morgan on random people.
I know, that'd be so fun.
I just really do.
It's like our own personal mat enforcer everywhere we go. Get him.
We're in the mall. Don't give a shit.
It's gonna be worth it. Trust me. But yeah, you definitely have the jealous spouse issue. You know, men or women.
No, it does happen.
Yeah.
And from the outside looking in, I don't see how that could look sexual in any. But it just doesn't. I mean, yeah, when you put the rubbing bodies together, I guess that statement makes sense. But as soon as you watch it.
If you talk about it without ever having any knowledge of it or having done it,
it's
like, well, what did you do? Well, she was on her back and her legs were spread and I was inside her guard. Like, what?
What does that mean?
I was north-south. Yeah. What's that mean? Well, basically, you know.
It's like, I get that, but go check it out once.
Yeah.
It's fun. No.
So
no. There's not one thought in my head.
We're so far removed from it, like it doesn't compute at all.
At all.
But we know people and have heard stories where their spouse or significant other doesn't get it.
Yeah.
They have no reference point for what this actually is.
Yeah.
So then that's a tough one. So if you're married to somebody that you intend to be with forever, see? I did that.
There you go. There you go.
You get it. That was for you, Kip.
Thanks.
That's going to be some conversations. And you have to, I'm not sure. Would you you can't force anybody to do anything, but like do a class. Yeah. That way you know. You know what it feels like.
Or just, yeah.
Like grab another woman that's understanding, that's not going to hurt you or bruise you up.
Yeah.
And just tell me how sexual you think that is.
Yeah.
Just so that you're at peace. Or talk to the girl.
Yeah.
To have a conversation with some of the women.
Just go talk to them.
Like, these are my insecurities. These are my fears. This is how I feel. Here's a woman that does it.
Yeah. She will tell you how ewy it is.
Yeah.
Like, in comparison to hot stuff, it is cold.
Yeah.
Because it's sweaty, disgusting wonderfulness, but still, it's not something that I can't even talk about it because my brain doesn't even wrap around it.
So this kind of falls into the whole taboo topic that we talked about on a couple of shows ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
But it's also part of the work-life balance.
It is.
It's not just about time away. It's about what you're doing with your
during
time
said
away.
time. Yeah.
So if they're worried about your fidelity or lack thereof, that's going to be another big issue.
Yeah.
So that's something I guess you have to work out in your own way, but you have to deal with it. You have to work it out if you want to stay together.
Yeah.
Married or not.
Yeah. It's it all comes down to the same thing as being able to prioritize your time, and if your priority is to do jiu-jitsu on top of them being jealous, fuck.
Well, so as much time as you spend at jiu-jitsu, you should spend an equal amount of time on your relationship.
Like I agree with
that. You can't just let the weeds grow in a relationship and keep on watering your jiu-jitsu life. Like, you got to do both, and that's exactly what you talked about. Like, that's the time balance you got to find.
You have to. It's good for Paul because it's regimented. He knows what days he's going most of the time, and then he can tell Coley, his significant other, here's the dates that are going to be a little extra, right? Not hard to plan around. Me, on the other hand, I don't have to do much of anything because more than likely I'll have to beat my wife there. And, so she stopped stealing my private lessons. So, so for me, it's a little different. Then there's people that, everything is jiu-jitsu, like Morgan and Ben.
Ah, yeah, that's a whole different thing. So no kids, and I don't want to say their lives revolve around jiu-jitsu, but more.
A lot of it does. Yeah, a lot of it does. Yeah. And
significantly more.
Yeah, so there's all different
levels to this game.
It really is, and even that's caused strife for them. They've had a few little arguments here and there, I'm sure. I have no freaking clue. I don't live with them.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to. I'll move in.
I mean, that's just like basic relationship stuff. Like anything you do is going to cause strife.
Yeah, and it's just
you figure it out.
Also, if you're spending that much more time together, the more time you spend with anyone, the more likely you are to have an argument with them.
So, not only that, but like when I do extra time, like if we're doing the all-day Saturday or the half-day Saturday thing, I guess, with the team training, I make sure that if my wife wants to do something, I don't throw a fit. Like you got to make sure that whatever time you spend on your hobby, they're spending on whatever they want to do. Hobby or friendship or whatever it is, with or without you.
Yeah. Jen and I both have different stuff that we don't do together. Like I go golfing, she goes hiking. I don't go hiking. Fuck that. I like hiking, but
I like hiking.
I do too.
As long as it's not hilly, I'm good.
See, that's the problem. She goes to hillies. She loves hillies. Hillies everywhere. And I keep up. Kinda.
The last time I went hiking and there were hills, I don't know what I sprained or tore, but I couldn't pick my foot up. Like it just.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's just the tendon like wouldn't allow me, so I was like dragging my foot behind me for a long time.
Nice zombie walk. That's nice.
Oh, it was dumb. It was certainly dumb.
You're so fucked up.
Yeah.
Every story comes back to an injury. Like, hey.
I don't even know if they're injuries so much as just the brokenness.
You are super broken.
That is me. I can't wait to do my test.
Oh, it's going to be fucked.
My plan is this.
Should be good.
Here's my plan. So I'm going to get up early, a couple hours early.
Yep.
Get my coffee in, get my morning poop.
Yeah, gotta have that.
Gotta have a little, like maybe a bagel and some peanut butter to get a little carbs, a little protein, let it digest so I'm not just full. Hydrate, but not too much. And my daughter has these little electrolyte pills that she puts in her water for leg cramps.
Oh, Sydney. Got it.
So they're like mineral drops. It's like a Tums, right? Or not a Tums, Plop Fizz. What are the
Alka-Seltzer?
Yeah, it's like those, but they go in water. So I'm thinking about putting that in my water bottle so I can
get it back quickly.
And,
not a bad idea.
I always have my knee braces on, but I'm going to try to like do some really light knee warm, just to get my knees warm before I even start the test. So nothing.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Nothing huffy puffy, right? just enough to get the blood flowing in the knees so they'll be less likely to hurt too much later. And other than that, I don't really know. Maybe a couple ibuprofen just beforehand. I don't know if I should do that or not, though.
I didn't do that just because I didn't want my stomach to
that's
not like them
all
of a sudden.
Because my stomach doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to have enough in my gut to really...
Yeah, to counteract. Yeah, because
I'm vacillating on that point. I don't know.
I honestly, I don't know how much that helps.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's more of a fucking placebo effect, in my opinion. Oh, I took ibuprofen before I worked.
I'll take a placebo. I'm not going to lie.
Valid. So would I, actually.
I'm sold on this placebo.
Oh, I get to be at your test, though. Did I tell you?
Oh, no, you didn't. Because you said that they were going to make you work.
They were trying to make me work.
You told them to get effed, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
My hero.
It was like, someone needs to cover this shit because I wasn't supposed to be on the schedule.
He loves me.
I'm going. I have plans that day. Yeah, that's it. And
it's like, no, I want to kick your ass when you're tired.
Yeah. Why else would I fucking come?
I don't know why anybody else would come.
Well, I can't do much of the warm, so I'm just going to be jogging with you, trying to keep you going.
Oh, hey, will you have the camera stuff by then? Because you could just like film it with the...
Oh, we need to have the camera stuff by then.
Get the camera stuff
We at least need the stick by then.
Yeah.
So I can kind of... And the stand.
Yeah. I mean, we got the list of all the stuff I think we want to get,
Fuck right? Yeah, we do.
So, yeah, I'd say we'll get all that stuff. And then you could be the camera. And then I think it has this fast forward function. So you can like fast forward through the parts where I'm losing and only stop on the parts where
I'm stopping on the losing. No one else gives a shit if you do well.
That's rude.
I want to see death and carnage.
I thought we were friends.
I'm hoping for vomit.
Vomit. I don't think I'm a puker.
No, you're not. I don't think you are.
Yeah, I don't think I'll puke.
Dude, I was not in shape. I didn't puke.
Yeah, we'll see.
I never felt like I was going to puke either.
We'll see what Chad has in mind for me.
It's going to be creative. He's going to have to get quite creative with your broken ass.
So, with other people that are fit, he'll have us do like 100 flutter kicks in a row.
You literally can't.
I'm good for 20 at a time. Like
Then
you
all of a sudden,
do 20, get up and run 20. I'm good with that. Like we're good.
Funny shit is what he does though. So flutter kicks everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. He ends up riding a bike because he's flutter. All of a sudden, his legs keep getting a little higher. Then he's just riding a bike.
And I got my pants. So I'm actually doing half the work with my arms.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So I never stopped trying. So you got to give me that.
No, you do.
Yeah.
You just that effort's there.
Well, we're done.
Yeah, the body's like, fuck you.
It's like, here, lift 800 pounds. I can't. That's how I am with flutter kicks after about 20.
Yeah. But no, Chad, that's one thing I commend Chad for. He's really, because he's worked around other people's, like Brian. When he tested, he worked around a lot of the Brian's. Brian's an old man like us.
Yeah, I appreciate that. He'll kill you, but in a way that's not going to actually kill you.
Yeah, he's going to kill you. Not physically.
Killing me softly with his song. No, too far.
The show's over.
How
do I stop this?
Yeah, I forgot to hit record. Thank goodness.
This episode's shit now.
Oh.
No, but he's good at working you physically, but in the areas that you can actually do.
Right.
So he did pretty good with Larry too. Larry didn't say anything. He should have because he has shit knees too.
Larry and I have shit knees in a little different ways.
Yeah, different ways.
We're both crappy, but in different ways of
Well, yeah, because he can run still. Like he can run really well.
Do that.
Yeah, man. You can see you run, then you very quickly end up at a fast walking pace.
Yeah, I'm like, just go around. Just keep going.
I can't even run next to you, like trying to chit chat with you. I'm like, you're fucking walking. I can't do this.
Sorry, bro. I'm doing my best.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. We might have to get another GoPro.
Have Austin,
battery.
Have Austin. If he's not going to test with me, which I think he should.
He's going to be with you.
Is he really?
I think so.
Because I didn't know if the August date was going to work out.
No, he's not going to test. He's just going to be there for the test.
Okay, I know he's going to be there, but I think he should just test with me. That way I'm not all by myself.
No, I want to see you die.
Oh, well, I want somebody to die with me.
No, I want you to die on your own.
Austin's a good culprit.
He is a good culprit for many, many things.
See? If he's not going to die
he got a little he got a little excited today.
Why?
You were on the post. You thought I was going to start working out or something.
Oh, yeah, from our last
I guess
thing.
I said something.
I talked about you doing deadlifts now that you're all...
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh, you're going to get jacked. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I said deadlifts on our show.
And then you said it on the show, and I go, yeah, I don't remember all this shit I say. Yeah. Leave me alone.
We get these texts from Corey, and he'll text something innocuous about what happened on the show. I'm like, you're going to have to clarify.
Yeah, I
have no idea.
I was into a dark room. I have no fucking clue what you just said.
Yeah, once we hit stop, it's just gone. It's done.
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad.
Bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah, we're old.
But, yeah, I mean, either way, that'll be fun.
No, dude, you're going to do great. You will. You'll do great, and I'm going to be there. And since because I got to watch it, I thought I would be pretty well up. Like, oh, yeah, I'll be able to do the cardio with them. Then I tried doing some of the fucking cardio last night. I'm like, fuck. Not that I can't do it because I can keep my breath. I had a great roll with Jordy. No, nice solid. Well, we were doing 5-minute rounds last night. And I felt great at the end of it. I'm like, sweet, I'm not dying now. 3 classes in, I felt better. And I was going to stay for the next class. But I'm like, nope, leave.
Probably a choice.
Which was good because my neck was stiff when I got home.
So that's another work-life balance thing, right?
Yep.
So you always plan out how much you can possibly go.
Yes.
Sometimes you should plan on not going as much as you possibly can.
People burn out. We've talked about that. 1,
to keep from burnout, and 2, to keep your body healthy.
Yes.
Especially when you're new, because your body isn't used to this shit.
Oh.
So we have people that come in and they're jacked, right? They're like Mr. Olympia.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not that, but
they're big dudes.
Yeah, they're
fit.
They're strong, fit, big, small, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're fit, and they do this, and they're like, "Man, my joints always hurt, and I'm tearing."
All of a sudden, I got a back problem. It's it's not because of jiu-jitsu. Totally, it's that you're not used to jiu-jitsu because even after my injury, coming back, because that muscle memory, once it started clicking back in. Even during our first roll together, Paul even said, he goes, all of a sudden you calm down, you less tense.
It was a 5-minute roll. In the first 2.5 to 3, I'm like, bro, it was reminiscent of when you first started, except for you were actually doing jiu-jitsu moves.
Yeah.
And then then I just felt you physically relaxing. And it was just like more and more relaxed, and it got more, I don't know, it wasn't a flow roll, but it was so much
It's much
easier.
more fluid.
Yeah.
And it felt better because because it wasn't on purpose. I'm just like, I was very scared of my neck when I was coming back. So
I get that.
So I'm just like, I don't want people to touch my neck. I'm like, it's Paul. He won't touch my neck, but he might by accident.
Well, that's just it. Like, you can roll the nicest dude ever, but
And
you're still rolling.
You're still rolling.
Like,
dude.
sometimes, especially with people that don't have a lot of body sense yet, like under purple belt, say, like even I'm doing stuff that if I'm learning new stuff, and I'm still learning stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how my body's going to land when I do that. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't control the momentum of whatever you're doing.
Exactly. So I just was so nervous, and it wasn't even because of you. I think I was that way with most of the rolls, and because I'm a very fluid roller anyways, I just kind of react to people. Like, I just do things and see what they react to, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the only problem with that is if I'm like I couldn't react. I'm just like, oh God, they're doing stuff.
Yeah, the more strength you use, the slower you are.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm just, and I was just bad, it was frustrating. And then and now, like, last night was great. Just had nice easy rolls with Jordan.
Sweet.
Got all the way through it. Triangled the shit out of fucking Austin.
Nice.
Yeah, I put on Mission Control, and then I just freaking triangle. He wasn't gonna tap because he put his feet up by my armpits because Larry's trying to coach him through. He's like, get your feet by his armpit. I'm like, it's not gonna help because I had it. It was pretty deep. He just taps. He goes, I could have sat there for a while. Would have gone to sleep. He goes, I wasn't seeing stars yet.
I want to get better at my triangle escapes because that's actually one I use where you kind of like you scooch the legs out, you sit through, you get the feet across the body. But usually I can do that when it's not fully locked in. Yeah, like because if it's locked in, I'm
you just stop because even if you get your feet up,
if they do it wrong, I can hold out until
I got this.
I've never done that before, as far as you know, twice. Whatever.
I've only done it once, and mine was quick because people are like, I don't think anyone noticed. I'm like, I remember that noise coming out of my mouth of, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, it's funny because when you wake up, for just a second, like I don't have control over my body. So whatever, like my snoring, I know that I'm out almost. Yeah. It's like, it's weird. It's just like a 1-2 seconds.
Yeah. Like, just, hey, there you are. Yeah. Oh.
Like your body's resetting. Like, we're not done, bro.
It's like you just got unplugged and somebody plugged your ass back in. Whoa, hey, I'm here.
I want to do like story time. Like, who's got the best I was knocked out dream or best knocked out
See, that fucking
story?
sucks. I don't have any. Like,
oh man,
I've been knocked out a number of times.
Yeah,
but never cool.
I don't remember the one from Morgan and Adam when she was showing him the triangle. I don't remember that one. I remember thinking I was asleep all night, but I don't remember my dream.
Yeah.
My last one, I was making an offer on a mansion, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. I like that.
Hey, what are you going to do?
That was awesome.
But, yeah, like I was saying before, though, when you first start, back off on that balance. You know?
Like,
or really learn how to relax when you first start.
And it's so hard to do, dude. Can't. It's so hard.
We got a friend of ours, Paul Clark, started. And I was telling him, like, because we were just going over a guard passing drill, and it was just like
stiff on top of just
every muscle was tight. I'm like, you gotta do the move with as minimal amount of muscles as possible.
Yeah.
Use the frame of your body position to hold me down.
Yeah.
Not your muscle. And it's hard to have your mind and body go, oh, I get that.
It's so hard, dude, because your fight or flight's still there.
Yeah. And depending on how long that takes you, and you got to kind of like, I think you'll feel it.
Yeah.
But that's something you got to like talk to your coaches or upper belts about. Like, hey, how am I doing on this?
Yeah.
Like, be honest. Am I still like rolling with a wooden chair, or is it more like a beanbag, like Curly would say?
Yeah.
Because when I thought I was doing pretty good, Curler's like, no, you roll like a chair. I'm like, shit. I thought I was okay. Larry got told the same thing. Like, why are you using all strength and muscle? Larry's like, I didn't think I was.
Yeah,
to Larry's credit, he doesn't. I don't consider him to be muscly with
No,
me at
no,
all.
not at
Like,
all.
He is super smooth when it comes to rolling for a big dude.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought he
and
was
it's also,
great.
but it's tough though when you're rolling with Croyler. It's hard not to. It's just hard.
That could be a whole show in itself, rolling with coaches.
Yeah.
Like, why does your brain just go, durr?
Fuck, I roll with Chad.
I'm better than this, I promise.
I roll with Chad, and the fucking problem, the first problem is, I love how this is our tangent. Don't care. Is Chad is taller and bigger than me, but not by like leaps and bounds. It's not like he's humongously bigger than me, but he plays the same fucking game I do.
Yeah, you both.
I'm like,
You're both trying to do the same thing. I'm like,
same shit, and he's
better at it.
way better at it than I am. So it's like, fuck. So I end up on top, and then I get the coach. Durr. I'm like, I'm on top.
Why is he spinning me on his hands and feet like I'm a seal with a ball?
It's the best when I'm like, he's gonna baseball choke me, and I do nothing to stop it. I'm like, I don't know why I just did that.
Yeah. Get it over with, bro.
I could literally tell him, good baseball choke, before it even happens.
I think if you roll with your coach for like a few rounds in a row, like you get 20 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
So you're going to get tapped out now
800 times.
Yeah, I was going to say between 5,000 and 6,000 times. The more you reset and start over again, I think you'll start to get that.
No, I agree.
As calm as you can get,
I
right?
agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah, because that first time it's always like, do, like, it's terrible.
And they're great, so it's like, motherfucker.
But overall, they're going to know if you're still, the spazzy's not the words, but muscly.
Yes.
Like stiff.
Stiff.
Because when you're hanging on and you're pulling with everything, like your tendons aren't used to doing that. Like when you're doing the reps in the gym and you're getting like 5 to 12 reps in or whatever you're doing, and then you're setting the weight down, that's not putting the same kind of stress on if you're hanging on to something for 5 minutes and then doing it another 5 minutes.
It's engaging more muscles too, all at the same time. It's one of those things. The quicker you can learn, we've talked about this a billion times, but it's really important. The quicker you can learn to just relax and let it go, because it's a perfect example. Last night, was it last? Yeah, it must have been last night because I've only been to 3 classes. I got up.
Narrows it down.
I had a hard roll with Jordy. It's hard not to have a hard roll with Jordy. Like it's a good roll. Like we weren't going after it, but it was constant. If I didn't defend myself at all times, Jordy would have choked the fuck out of me. So, and it was a good roll. I got up and I was fine because it was a good relaxed roll.
Right.
Like I wasn't sitting there muscling anything. I was, he did, because he's much worse than me.
Yeah. Jeez, Jordy.
Fucking Jordy.
He'll never hear this.
No, I know he won't listen. That's why I can say whatever. Even it's completely false, but whatever.
Max would be like, you know what they said about you, bro?
I don't care.
He's
He would just laugh his ass off. He would just be like, I can kill you.
He's one of the nicest dudes ever.
He is the nicest dude ever. But I got up and I'm looking around and I see some of the Paul Clark, what would you call it, vintage.
Right. The
newer guys.
Yeah.
And they're all dying. I'm just looking around like, what the fuck? I remember that.
So, good point, right? So, we did an open mat, and it was an hour and a half open mat.
Yeah.
Most people didn't complete the hour and a half.
No.
And then it could have been 2 hours, but people were just done because they were done physically. Yeah. You shouldn't be like that.
No, you should be able to keep rolling.
Yeah, it should be a nice, easy, especially if it's just open mat. You're not doing competition training, nothing like that. You're not trying to kill yourself. If you're feeling just exhausted and you need to take a round off,
you're
going too hard and
you're tense. You're tense.
Yeah.
And I always call it it's you hold your breath more than you realize. Yeah. Holy shit, because it takes it so much out of you when you hold your breath and push and hold.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes so much energy out of you.
So when you first start, a lot of people do this naturally. And you're going to end up injured and you're not going to have a very good work-life balance because you're always at jiu-jitsu and now you're always hurt. And now, depending on your job, you may or may not be able to do it to the best of your abilities.
Yeah.
And now, let's say the spouse wants to go out and do fun stuff with you, but, my knee's injured.
Yeah, my knee hurts. I can't go.
Feel my fingers or whatever the case is. And now you're ruining family time.
Yeah, the time
you're messed
or
up.
Significant other time. It doesn't have to be married because we have a lot of just married individuals or just dating, whatever. Dude, you're going to take time away from that if you keep getting hurt.
Yeah, whatever kind of partnership you got, if you're injured all the time, because
and you will
can't
be
back off.
You will be. Amanda is a good example because she loves it and she keeps going a lot, but she got to the point she was just getting hurt every time. She just kept getting hurt and hurt and hurt. It's not because of her. It was the way she was rolling. It was literally because she was just there all the time, and she cut back a little bit. She took a little breather. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah, here's another thing. Like, if you're new, even if you're good enough to relax, you're rolling with people that probably aren't good enough to relax. But
Very true.
You're not good enough to defend yourself and roll well with people that are spazzy and unrelaxed.
Yep.
Speaking personally, I'm not saying everybody's like this, but I wasn't able to start rolling well with new people that were big, strong, athletic, and just raw until way closer to purple belt level. Like even early to mid blue.
Oh, I still have some. I
got issues with people that are just so athletically outstanding that I'm like, I'm having a hard time. I just have a hard time with certain body types.
Well, yeah, and it's those muscly son of bitches.
So they're more likely. They're more likely to hurt me because I'm not good enough at jiu-jitsu yet to make sure that they can't.
They can't hurt me. Yeah, exactly.
So that's another thing I got to balance.
Hence surgery.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Like, it's not that you're not any blue belt level. You're pretty decent at jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
You're not good. You're pretty decent.
Yes.
So, and it's hard to get there. Like,
it is.
Blue belts aren't given away. So you have sometimes this false sense of security, like, oh yeah, I got this new guy and I'm a blue belt. So then you go to this new guy that's a D1 wrestler that outweighs you by 50 pounds
you
and
up.
power lifts on the side. Like, you won, great. Like, yeah, you tapped him out 3 times. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But what did he take from you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a stiff neck for 5 days.
Exactly.
You can't do a head check in your car anymore. Yeah. You don't want to go walking because
or you
your
have to have
knee's jacked.
surgery within 6 months of it happening.
Yeah.
Speaking for a friend.
Yeah, so a lot of the work-life balance is training smart while you're there. So
and it's prioritizing your time. So by prioritizing your time, you have to be able to do that. Like, what's important to you? Is jiu-jitsu important to you? Awesome. Now, if you go all the time, you spend all the time doing this, and you don't spend time outside the gym, you're going to end up getting hurt. Then you start spending time outside the gym. It's more than you wanted to. And it's like, it's a balance. So like, Josh is a perfect example of ours in our gym. He was a young kid.
Yeah.
Came in
super
into
fire.
It. Yeah. Just every class he could take, he was there. Every test he was there running with everybody. Then he hurt his rib. I think it was his rib, but whatever it was. He hurt, let's just say it was his rib. He hurt his rib. He had to take time off because there was he couldn't get around it.
Yeah, rib injuries,
it just fucks up your whole system. So, and they hurt a lot. And so he was out for months. He came back. And I'm like, sweet. Yeah, started doing the same shit again.
Yeah.
And then he's done. Gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's not coming back.
And he
got hurt again.
And he was a gymnast growing up.
Yeah. So
those are some of the toughest humans on the planet.
Yeah.
This is different, people.
Yeah.
I mean, be careful. That's all we're saying. Like, as long as you're training and you, like everybody that starts, is like, I want to do it until I'm 95. Like,
you're not going to get there doing that.
No, you're going to get there by training very smart. And you're going to get there by having a supportive family, not by going, screw off, family. I'm going to do jiu-jitsu all the time.
Yeah.
So really plan out how you see the next 20, 40, 60, however many years you plan on living, or, however old you are. Look at the long game.
Yes.
Right? Everybody looks at, like, the chess opening. Like, I want it all now. I want to win it all now. And you're not going to get that even if you go 6 days a week.
No.
It's not hard to get good at jiu-jitsu.
It is.
Unless you're like a prodigy of some sort or some kind of genius.
Or Croiler.
They exist. Most of us aren't that.
No. No.
I'm certainly not. I still struggle.
If you remember, what was it, Doug? If you remember Doug, most of us aren't Doug.
Yeah. There's special people out there. I saw a guy on Jiu-Jitsu Times. He was a powerlifter turned bodybuilder, and he got a brown belt in 2.5 years.
Wow.
Wow is right. So I'm just going to assume that he's a legit brown belt. Like, let's...
Yeah, go away from the whole, you should put more time in, but
even
whatever.
Even if he's a crappy brown belt, right? Even if he's a purple belt. In 2.5 years, even a purple belt.
That's
a baby
impressive.
Purple belt, it's still impressive.
Yeah.
And clearly he's still maintaining his bodybuilding because I seen him on the video. He is an enormous human being, but he's just so driven. Now, I don't know what kind of work he does other than bodybuilding and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I don't know if
maybe that's it.
I don't know if he has a partner or a family or children. I have no idea. But even if he doesn't, that's hard to do.
Yeah, that's
like, even if you just have like a 40-hour a week job and that's it, like it's your 40 hours in your jiu-jitsu, all your friends are jiu-jitsu, getting a purple belt or let alone a brown
in 2.5 years.
Bro. But people, like, they have this thing where, well, if somebody did it, I can do it. Maybe.
No.
But probably not.
No.
So let's
I'm gonna pull a Corley here. No.
Not for me, bro.
No.
Not for me.
That is not gonna happen.
Negatory.
Corley's gonna send us a message and be like, that brown belt's bullshit.
I think okay, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure you're right. I just want verification.
Yeah.
I need Corley's opinion. Like, can you think anybody, if they're just as dedicated as one can possibly be, what's the soonest you think a prodigy like a Einstein of jiu-jitsu could get to a black belt level?
It's not 2.5 years.
I'd be curious. I wouldn't think so either.
I wouldn't think so, but we'll see.
He'll
say something.
It's just so hard.
Usually when we call him out on the show, he says something.
Yeah, I got to know Corley.
Productive or not productive, he will say something.
Put it on Flick Chat.
But yeah, I think this all comes down to our rantings and our meanderings through these conversations.
I don't know if we helped or not.
I don't know. We tried.
Probably not.
But it comes down to, having the ability to prioritize your time. So the ability, by that I mean not being hurt and not having too much outside distractions, as you would say, from jiu-jitsu, and preparatory, just being able to go between those two without fucking up your world. Because, dude, I guarantee there's so many people that have missed out on a lot of things in life because they were just doing jiu-jitsu.
So you and I aren't the kind of people that would sit down and have this long conversation, because we don't need to, with our partners.
Yeah.
About what's important to you and what are your goals and aspirations and how can we meet them both. But if you need to, that's not a bad idea.
No, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Like, go to your partner and be like, hey, here's my goals. Here's where I see myself, and here's what I really love doing.
Yeah.
I want to be a black belt in 10 years.
Yeah.
And I got to go 3 times a week. I got to go to a couple seminars. Here's my plan for the long term to do this. Now, what is something you want to do? What's your plan? Where do you see yourself going? What makes you happy?
Or does this fit within your plan?
Yeah, let's make sure that both of our goals are being met, and then we have like a singular goal that we're doing together. So sometimes you got to sit down, plan it out, do some writing, however you want to work that out. I don't care how it is, but you might be the couple that has to do something like that.
You never know, and
work on that work balance jiu-jitsu life together.
Yeah, do it. It's fun. Not really.
I imagine
that part doesn't sound fun
at all. We don't need to do that. So no, I'm making shit up, people, but it sounds good in my head.
Yeah, not outside though.
I hope it helps.
Falls a little short.
Does it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let us know. TheDads at grapplingdads.com.
Flick Chat, check us out.
How full of shit on a scale of 1 to 5 are we?
We have been called out before.
We've been wrong before. I've changed my mind.
Yes.
That happens. I'm only a blue belt for another week.
Yeah, you got purple coming.
And then I'll only be a purple belt.
Exactly. It's just a belt. Just a belt, people.
Just a belt.
But, yeah, I think that's a fun show anyways.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
Like, I sincerely hope that people can figure it out and have whatever conversations they need to have and revisit it as many times as they have to revisit it in order to be happy with jiu-jitsu. Because there's nothing worse than having this love and desire of jiu-jitsu ruin your relationship, or your relationship ruin your love and desire for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
It goes either or both.
Yeah,
and you
suck.
don't need
You can't. No, you got to have both in your life.
So whatever season you're in, whether that's with kids, without kids, partner, no partner.
Friends. It can be friends too. Like, this whole thing could just be, because don't lose friendships
Yeah.
outside of jiu-jitsu just because you want to be a jiu-jitsu all the time.
Don't lose a job either.
Oh, really?
I'm
Don't
not
do
going to come
that.
to that meeting because I got a 6 a.m. class, so...
So you're fired. Fuck.
We're going over triangles, and it's kind of a big deal to me, so...
You
don't-
guys should understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't.
So yeah, it can be tricky, but yeah, talk it out, have conversations.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you have to go somewhere else to have conversations. Take your partner out for dinner. Or
Yeah, just
whatever.
talk about. Try to get them. I think getting your partner to see what you do is a big deal.
Yep.
Get them to come check it out, just so they understand what you're talking about. That's why Coley can deal with it as well as she does. Is she has the kids that are there. She's sitting there watching the kids' classes. She understands what a triangle is. She understands the idea of pressure and all these things that the kids are supposed to be doing and passing and all that. So it's easier for her to not glaze over.
Yeah. She is at least minorly invested in my love of jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
That's not always the case.
No.
So if you expect them to at least understand your love of jiu-jitsu, you need to understand whatever their love is.
Because they got to have something other than...
And give equal amount of watering and care that you want them to give yours. So don't be a selfish jiu-jitsu dick.
Yeah, douchebag.
Yeah,
don't be a douche.
Don't be a douche. Nah, it's.
We struggle with that daily.
I'd say it's that simple, but it's not.
It's not.
Because
hence us varying all through this episode.
Well, that's one thing. So, I'm not into making quilts.
No,
right?
No,
I give 0 fucks about making quilts,
yes.
but I understand that it's important to my wife.
Yes,
and I try to ooh and ah appropriately over what I know she spends an enormous amount of time creating, and I do on a level understand, and I think that's very cool. And
they're dope.
She makes really dope.
Yeah,
quilts.
they are
They're cool, but I get it. Like I can't be as into it as her because that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
So I can't expect her to be as into jiu-jitsu as I am because that just ain't her thing.
No.
So, but we both have to kind of ooh and ah appropriately.
You have to have a mutual respect for each other's interest.
So if I'm coming to her with excitement about, hey, I learned this move, I roll so-and-so, I landed this thing I've been working on, it feels good when she's like, sweetie, that's great, that's cool. So if she shows me a quilt, I'm like, yeah, that's neat.
Not the same.
It's not the same. So you got to, there's a lot to this. Like if you want to do it for the long term and you have a partner, this is...
things you have to do.
Yeah, you got to be cool. Just be a better person. It's all good.
Yeah. Be self-aware, people.
That's all I got. I actually want to read that thing from Top Mount real quick.
Do that. It's from Al.
It's from Al. So Al went to Vegas.
Yes, he did.
And he had this post, and I read it. I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to read a little bit of it. He goes, I'm nowhere near where I'd like to be with Top Mount. As a matter of fact, we're not even at the starting line. That's okay, though. We all must start somewhere and keep showing up until there's no more air in our lungs. I was able to learn a lot from Dustin and everyone around me this weekend. I'm not sure who Dustin is, but I wonder
sounds like a nice guy.
But I wonder if it's that big jack dude in the picture.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
I'm going to imagine that's Justin. This post is not to brag that I went to Vegas. The purpose of this post page is to show that a regular guy started a business and every day he goes to battle for what he believes in. It's going to take Top Mount years and years to become an overnight success, but it all starts and continues with hard and very difficult work. None of this is easy, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with trying and failing and getting back up and getting at it again. There's no fake Instagram success story here. Those pictures don't show the battles of doubt that continue to creep into one's head. Missing home, not knowing what your next step is, not knowing if all this is going to be worth it in the end. If you have these doubts, just know you're not weak or can't cut it. Failing and getting back up is what builds confidence that you can continue when things don't go the way you'd like them to go. It's the next day that you work on your craft that might end up being the day you see progress. Only one way to get there, though, and that's to keep showing up regardless.
Ooh.
Good words.
Yes, very good.
I really appreciated that because that's true for our jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Jesus, I'm stagnant. I'm not making progress. I'm not getting any better. That was true for our podcast. Like, it's like, this is really tough. We're not getting any feedback. And then we got that first email.
Yep.
And we're like, oh, holy shit.
There's someone listening.
And now we get emails from all over the world.
Yes.
That are they're deep and meaningful,
Yeah.
and people are saying, hey, this does a lot for my life, and we honestly can't tell you how much that means for us and the show.
Yeah, the ones that really hit me are the ones that are, you guys got me to start.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We got them to start. We stick with it,
Yep.
answering questions.
Get back at it.
Keep
Yep.
you motivated. And we're stupid, and we understand that. But if we're helping at all, I'm really glad to do that. And yeah, now we have patrons on our Patreon page that are sending us money every month.
Thank you again.
Thank you again. That dumbfounds me. Like, I can't begin
Well, and it
to
helps
tell
us
you how
pay for
appreciate-
all this.
Yeah.
This isn't free.
Yeah,
to do this is not free.
Yeah, it actually costs us quite a bit of
Yes, it
quite
does.
large sums of money.
Large sums
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah, mostly up front, but yeah, there's a weekly or
No, there's a monthly thing. We have
yeah.
to pay multiple people to keep all this shit going.
But there's points there where you're not getting any feedback, and you're like, how does anybody really give a shit?
Yeah.
Is it really just like mom and dad and some friends listening?
Yeah.
But you keep pushing through because we're like, no, we love this anyway. We're having a good time. Let's
It's kind of who we are at this point.
let's kind of keep it up. And yeah, you get to a point where like, holy crap, it's actually impacting people in a positive way, which is weird because, like I said, we're kind of dumb.
Not kinda.
So
We're fucking dumb. Holy shit.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a solid 11.
A solid 11 of dumb.
But yeah, we try our hardest. We try to get good information through other people like Croyler. And that's
And
why
then we fuck that up and just deliver it to you.
I mean, it's you get the gist if you kind of like, kind of get past.
No, you can take some
the
stuff from us.
tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Croyler. And
Thanks,
Jiu-Jitsu
random
Times
people.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Random internet article.
Paul, whatever. We're good.
Paul Elliott. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Speaking of Paul, hey, write some more stuff, bro. I want to read more.
Yeah, where's your
things.
blog
Yeah.
at?
Yeah, come on.
Bitch.
It's like you don't even care. I keep on checking, and it's just like there's nothing new still.
You let us know.
Out. Paul, do it.
Write something. Now.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yep.
Oh, and if anybody's got anything to add to the conversation, Flick Chat app.
Awesome. Do you see we were on their advertisement post?
I did. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I was excited.
That was cool. I was like, hey, look, it's us.
Yeah. For something that I thought was going to be so stupid, I really like this app.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah. So, sometimes it's a little dead, and sometimes it blows up, and I'm like, it's going to crash my phone.
Yeah, dude, it goes. And it's never really, if you guys get involved, it's never really that dead. And all it takes is one person to go, I'm one thread.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, three
Yeah.
threads open up, and everyone's talking about stuff.
Yep.
And I can't keep the fuck up, and all of a sudden, I'll just swear periodically on there just to show that I am reading them.
I actually am involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun app. So Flick Chat app, Grappling Dads, one word. Join the conversation. Say hi, where you're from. Check out all the
threads. There's a lot of them on there.
Yep. If you want to add to one, cool. If you want to create your own, awesome.
So as soon as you add to a thread, like let's say you jump in, it was episode 104 that you're sitting there and you want to ask a question about. You find that thread on the bottom, you click on it, you write it, it goes right to the top because it goes by last time post.
Gotcha.
So it'll catch you right up and you put it right in there. Shit, more than likely one of the diehards are going to answer you before I can even get to the fucking app.
Yeah, the nice thing about people like Paul Elliott, is
he's on there.
He answers a lot of questions.
He really does
in a very, very deep and methodical way.
Yeah,
I like that. I appreciate it because I can't do it.
No.
Like I'll give an answer and I think that's a pretty good answer. I'm proud of myself. And then Paul will answer and make me feel like a
or
dumbass.
Croyler does it too.
Yes.
Croyler makes you feel like a complete asshole.
Fact is, it gets over answered, which is perfect.
No, yeah, and if you're just wondering, it's simple shit. The guys are there. There's white belts in there. There's purple belts. There's all the way up to black belts in there. Answering questions, just being part of the Grappling Dads community. It's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
So come join.
Do it. It's a fun cult we started.
Yes, it's a wonderful cult. We'll be delivering the Kool-Aid soon.
It's like a GD Nation.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Thanks again. If you ever want to become a Patreon, just go to grapplingdads.com, go to the bottom of the page, click Become a Patreon, and we will certainly appreciate it. And, like, follow, share. Check us out on YouTube because, we're ugly. Check it out. Yes. You can judge for yourself.
So we got a new camera. We got to get a bunch of camera accessories
so we can make it functional.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be
janky.
Yeah,
it's not going to be janky.
Yeah,
so we got a GoPro, so we just need the attachments for said GoPro. And I think that's a good idea. Tape some of your tests.
I think that'd be fun. You can kind of like I said, fast forward through the parts where I'm sucking, and then.
Well, I'll just stop recording occasionally, and then we'll start back up.
Can you? I wonder if you can just like make it look cool.
You want to know who? Yeah.
Austin can edit it, can he?
So can Mel.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it can be done.
We'll just take some highlights from like Pan Am's and then superimpose
Splice them
my
in.
face.
That's fine. That's totally Paul. Totally Paul.
I can dig it.
Why are there fans there? Don't worry about it.
Because everybody loves Paul.
Yeah, everyone.
They're so excited for
Super
him right
famous.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.